in North Philadelphia, in Ocean City, New Jersey, in Fort Washington, in media. I'm Matt Silverman for Temple Update. It's important to note that COVID-19 can't be spread through recreational waters, according to the CDC. Experts say working from home isn't going to end when the pandemic does. In fact, between 25 and 30% of those working from home now will continue through next year. On this crowded boardwalk here in Ocean City, New Jersey, people have different ways of staying safe. Some are wearing masks and social distancing, while others are taking a different approach. Today marks day 4 of a closed campus here at Germantown Academy in Montgomery County, but day 1 of virtual classes being held. And Sam, it's important to note that the conversion of the Paley building alone is costing the university $3.4 million. I'm Matt Silverman reporting from home for Temple Update. The 4th of July will be a quiet one on the Ben Franklin Parkway without Wawa's Welcome America concert or fireworks, and people are finding alternatives to celebrate America's birthday.
And everybody's canceling their fireworks, so figured I'd blow some stuff up on my own.
The line wrapped around Phantom Fireworks in Upland for people to get their hands on some celebratory explosives, as most municipality fireworks have been canceled or postponed. According to the regional manager here, this store has seen an uptick in sales.
We've seen basically a double increase in our consumers coming in. We have a 50% new rate of new customers coming into the showrooms.
Upper Darby's fireworks have been canceled, which is where Brian Carroll is from, but he's making the best out of the situation.
I mean, what are you going to do? Well, this is the state of things that we live in. You know, it's going to get better. It won't be like this forever.
Public health experts say getting together in large groups is risky, given the number of new cases every day in the city.
Look, from a pure public health perspective, any large gathering is not a great idea.
Given the public health crisis, Wawa's Welcome America decided to hold their events virtually this year.
Our commitment was to preserve the festival, to maintain it in some way, and to make sure that we continue that strong tradition of Wawa Welcome America in Philadelphia.
People are reminded if they do decide to set off their own fireworks to stay safe and smart. I'm Matt Silverman on the Ben Franklin Parkway reporting for Temple Update. As the Philadelphia Department of Public Health calls the city a high risk of community transmission for COVID-19, Temple University will begin welcoming students back for the fall semester. Part of the university's reopening plan calls for testing and contact tracing. Temple will open their new COVID-19 testing center in the former apparel shop on Cecil B. Moore Avenue on the street level of Morgan Hall. The site will be staffed by members of the health services team and can accommodate about 400 tests per week. The test site is expecting to obtain Abbott ID machines that can reveal a positive result in just 15 minutes. For now, students can expect results within 24 hours from Temple University Hospital. According to Senior Director of Student and Employee Health Services, Mark Denis, testing will be done on an appointment-only basis, as will all services at Student and Employee Health for the time being.
Anybody that has the risk factors or symptoms that could be indicative of COVID, they're going to be sent to the testing center, and then other folks can be seen either telemedicine or maybe seen in person in the health center.
Temple opted not to test every student returning to campus, unlike the University of Pennsylvania, citing the practice to be a misuse of resources.
Testing doesn't prevent infections. It's only a snapshot in time. So if somebody gets tested at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and then they go out and practice risky behavior at 8 o'clock at night, your test result is, kind of worthless.
Temple University infectious disease doctor Heather Klaus says there should be a prioritization when it comes to testing.
But the first step is to test the symptomatic people, and be able to then isolate them, self-isolate or quarantine at home and not have them have any contact with anyone, and then be able to find all the people that they were in contact with in the preceding, 5 to 7 days.
And Student Health will do just that with a team of contact tracers trained by Temple's own College of Public Health. Dr. Risa Jones is the chair of the Department of Epidemiology and Biostatistics and also the developer of the contact tracing program. She says she has one major fear when students return to campus come fall.
What I'm worried about is students who are living in community settings or in the dorms and really just being too close to too many people. We could have outbreaks if people aren't careful.
I'm Matt Silverman, reporting for Temple Update. Some local small businesses have already succumbed to the economic impact of the virus, but this Delaware County barbershop has opened its doors, openly defying Governor Tom Wolf's order to remain closed. Temperature checks at the door, disposable capes, partitions between customers, and rigorous sanitizing. This is what getting a haircut looks like at Giovanni's Media Barbershop. Owner Nicole Messino says the extra safety precautions in place should make people feel comfortable enough to get a haircut.
We're cleaning every single station after every single client, so we're giving ourselves a little bit of extra time to do that. We're not back-to-back booking for clients. So we're here, we're ready,
As for the reasoning behind the shop's unlawful opening, Nicole says enough was enough.
I feel like the governor needs to come in here and see what I've put in place to model this shop for what needs to be done in all shops all across Pennsylvania so we can get open safely.
For now, there are no shortage of customers. The barbershop is fully booked until the beginning of June, allowing for appointments only to limit the number of people entering the barbershop. As for the customers getting haircuts, they feel the risk is minimal.
I can go to Disney World and get dinner, but I can't get a haircut in Pennsylvania. There's something wrong with that.
Hair salons will be among the last to reopen here in Pennsylvania, and the owner, by defying Governor Tom Wolf's order, is not only risking fines and arrest, but her operations license as well. For now, I'm Matt Silverman in media for Temple Update.
It's a breath of fresh air. Of course, we have to practice the new normal. I am all for it.
And this new normal starts right when you walk through the doors at Parks Casino with a temperature screening. This casino is using thermal camera technology that alerts employees to anyone with a temperature over 100.4 degrees. The Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board released COVID-19 reopening guidelines that mandate casinos completely change how they operate. Among them are having plexiglass barriers installed between slot machines, requiring face masks for all guests and employees, and increasing game floor cleaning. And Parks Casino is taking all of these protocols very seriously.
All of the machines, including the plexiglass barriers, chips, cards, everything, they're being cleaned throughout the day on a continuous schedule.
And people here think contracting COVID-19 is relatively low given all of the new safety precautions put in place.
I wear a mask, I sanitize my hands all the time, and I feel okay.
Parks Casino is the 11th casino out of 12 in Pennsylvania to reopen. The only one left is Rivers Casino in Philadelphia, and there's no word yet on when that casino plans to reopen. In Bensalem, I'm Matt Silverman, reporting for Temple Update. On this crowded boardwalk here in Ocean City, New Jersey, people have different ways of staying safe. Some are wearing masks and social distancing, while others are taking a different approach.
I think everybody has to do what they feel like they need to do to be comfortable. I personally choose not to live my life that way. I'm going mask-free.
The unofficial start to summer is underway at the Jersey Shore, and you really wouldn't know we were in the midst of a pandemic from the large amount of people populating the boardwalk. The opening of the beach and boardwalk for the summer allow for a sense of new normal.
Masks or face coverings are highly recommended.
Reminders urge people to wear masks and practice social distancing, but the scene in this summer town paints a different picture. The majority of people were maskless. Those on their afternoon strolls eating slices of pizza and ice cream or browsing at the curbside boutiques seem unfazed by the virus that caused a widespread lockdown just weeks ago. Non-essential businesses like By the Sea are able to open curbside now, but owner Don Medilla says it's not enough.
I mean, it's something, but it's not nearly what it should be because customers are not allowed in the store, so they can't browse, they can't shop, they can't do anything that they like to do.
The pandemic has not stopped people here in Ocean City, New Jersey for sure. People are trying to stay safe in the midst of a pandemic. I'm Matt Silverman in Ocean City, New Jersey for Temple Update. And a good Monday evening in Philadelphia right now. Here's a live look at the Ben Franklin Parkway. A beautiful night if you're taking a stroll out in the city of brotherly love. 59 is the current temperature. Today's high, we reach 63 degrees. Here's a look at your weather headlines. Tonight, a few spotty showers will impact the area. Tomorrow stays mild, but we have a bit of a trade-off as some afternoon showers are passing through the area. But by midweek, we dry out and the above average temperatures are here to stay. Take a look at today's highs. Normal high for this time in March, 48 degrees. Atlantic City well surpassed that at 58 degrees. In Philadelphia, we reached that high of 63, along with Trenton, Allentown, and Wilmington clocking in at 65. And Reading, one of the warmest spots, 66 was the high temperature.
Our Matt Silverman is live outside right now to give us more on the weather. Matt, what can you tell us?
Well, good morning, Kenny and Aaliyah. Right now, students are out and about on campus despite the rain. They're carrying the umbrellas. They're wearing the hoods to deal with it. But let's look at our current temperature in North Philadelphia. It's 44 degrees right now. A warm front sweeping through the area rather quickly today, bringing the rain showers. But as we move ahead, look at the headlines we're going to be talking about when I head inside. The mild conditions and the rain is going to stick with us for today. But then as we move ahead into your Valentine's Day, I'll talk about a shot of cold air and a winter blast headed this way. And also when we can expect the sunshine. That's all coming up when I head inside. Kenny and Aaliyah, for now, I'll send it back over to you in the studio. Today, for the most part, we are dry. Can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm during the early evening tonight, but we're dry during the early morning on Tuesday. But we are tracking this cold front that's going to push through the area. That's going to bring some showers and a pop-up thunderstorm for tomorrow. Overnight tonight, here are the lows for the area. 40 in Mount Pocono, one of the cooler spots. 42 in Millville and 44, say, if you were in Dover. Here's your Fox 29 Weather Authority forecast. Here's your 7-day. 57 degrees for Wednesday, mostly sunny. By Thursday, we cool down to 54 degrees under partly cloudy skies. By Friday, it is a damp and dreary day. Temperatures, though, are going to get right back to where they should be for this time in March at 46 degrees. By Saturday, the sunshine returns. Temperatures in the mid-40s, but don't forget to spring those clocks forward for daylight savings time. And by Sunday, we are mostly sunny as well, and temperatures rebound into the 50s. I'm Matt Silverman with your Fox 29 Weather Authority 7-day forecast.